touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SOS.
Always put the interest of consumers and country far above personal interest every time you import goods for sale in the country. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, tells importers, Nigeria now has a new National Committee of the International Electrotechnical Commission, IEC. Hello and welcome to Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. My name is Ifenyinwa Okonkwo. Sit back, relax, because I'll be back shortly.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
These are substandard products. They are dangerous to human lives and have negative effects on the nation's economy. We work round the clock in search of these products, and wherever we find them, we destroy them. We are committed to the war against substandard and fake products. We are the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Join us on Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety.
Stop flooding our markets with substandard products and save our industries from total collapse. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Malam Farouk Salim, tells unscrupulous importers. The DG gave this charge at a sensitization forum for stakeholders in the nation's maritime industry. Standard and You was there.
He's made significant progress at sensitizing Nigerians, especially manufacturers and importers of products into the country, on the dangers of substandard products. Malam Farouk Salim at different fora expressed strong feeling of dislike for substandard products. At this stakeholders forum, comprising largely importers, the SOM boss who set the tone for discussion spoke to the heart of the businessmen, urging them to have a rethink and imagine the huge negative impact these bad products have had and still having on our industries and the nation at large. He wondered why any sane businessman would deliberately import a substandard life-threatening electric cable capable of destroying not just properties but human lives.
We go to mosques and fast and pray. We go to churches, we fast and pray. We do dry fasting, wet fasting, whatever fasting we do. We have prayer warriors here. But unfortunately, when we leave those churches and mosques, we forget our responsibility to our country, to our people. We just go and make profit. When we make profit, we can come by and build the biggest mosque and the biggest church and get all this credit from the society. What people forget is, if you believe in God, God knows where that money came from, and He will judge you based on what you do with the money. You can't carry dirty water and take a bath. If you do, you smell. So people should always remember the fact that what you are doing is your religion. When you buy and sell, you are doing your job as God wants you to do it. When you make good profit, it's a blessing from God. And when you help people with that good blessing, God will bless you some more. But if you buy bad things, I don't care how many times somebody anointed for you, it's still bad. And in the eyes of God and the eyes of the people who are suffering because of this, it's a bad thing. So I appeal to you, us Nigerians, please, we know our problems, we know where these problems come from. We can be politicians and talk politics about these things, but the bottom line is, we know when we are doing wrong, we are doing wrong. Even the Sun officials, some of us, when we are working, we are doing something wrong, we know it's wrong. So let's tell ourselves the truth. This country cannot survive if we continue bringing substandard goods into the country. Because the problem is, when you bring substandard goods into the country, you sell them, our local factories, our local industries are destroyed gradually. And if they are destroyed gradually, It doesn't matter if you have $10 billion. You cannot drive that car in your town or in Lagos or in Kano, anywhere, because there will be bandits, there will be criminals, there will be cult members who will attack you to collect that thing from you.
The SON's chief executive was emphatic when he announced to the gathering that the agency has doubled strategies to check the illegal act by the unpatriotic and insensitive businessmen whose interest is how to maximize profit, even to the detriment of consumers.
We are now prisoners in our house. Nobody builds a house now without putting burglar-proof bars in them. Nobody has house now without 10 guards and 10 security officers. Most of you big men, you have police following you all over the place. It's a result of this activity. What we are doing, personally, when I'm doing bad, I think it's only me. Let the other people do good, me, I will do bad. So it becomes a problem for everywhere. And when it becomes a problem for everywhere, you will not enjoy the money you have. There is no pleasure when you cannot even bring out the money you have and wear it on you, or carry an expensive phone, or go into an expensive house, enter an expensive car without worrying. Now in Nigeria, we cannot drive without worrying from Kano to Lagos. In fact, from Kano to Katsina, you cannot do the same thing. And this is a result of all these activities we Nigerians were doing. We have too many unemployed Nigerians. They are looking for work. They are not lazy people. We have graduates with master's degree working around this country, looking for work. There is no work. In your houses, you have your brothers that you spend money from private school to private universities. They are now sitting in your house, looking for work. Yet, it doesn't occur to our people to realize what we are doing is the cost of this problem. We are the ones causing our problems ourselves. So we need to make sure that we are serious about what we do and how we do our business. Most of you here that are importing items and you're helping importing, you have the ability to start locally producing your goods in this country. Why is it so difficult for you to put your money together the same way you put money together to buy 100 containers of one item? You can put money together and build a small factory and start producing, start employing your people, start paying taxes to the government. We have to work together as Nigerians to save this country. We don't have any other country better than this country.
Vice President of the Association of Nigeria Licensed Customs Agents, Dr. Kayode Farinto, presented a paper titled Juxtaposing Substandard Products to SON's Removal from the Ports. He lamented the disturbing increased influx of substandard products into Nigeria, which he noted have had devastating effects on our life as a nation. Tracking these local products at the various points of entry into the country, he emphasized, will be a lot more impactful to the fight against substandard products as against the current arrangement where officials of the agency run after containers outside the ports.
Removal of SON from the port, we thought would add value to the port clearance procedure, because we believe that with SONCAP issuance, that Nigerians will fall in line. The Standard Organization has vacated the seaport about a few years ago. The intention of the government is to allow the agency to do the role of regulation outside the port. However, the increase in the import of substandard goods and the effort of some non-conformists has shown that there is need to reverse this executive decision if we must win this war against importation of substandard goods in our country. Frankly speaking, if this trend is not arrested urgently by providing solutions, then it may affect our economy and dwindle our income drastically. The absence of Standard Organization of Nigeria as a regulatory agency in port encourages importation and smuggling of these substandard products. Furthermore, despite a risk-based system of including SON or customs portal, which ought to be a proactive on the strategic management plans, seem to have been defeated, due largely to false declaration by these unscrupulous importers. Despite the risk analysis employed in the Standard Organization of Nigeria, substandard products have flooded our market, courtesy of the above-mentioned reason. In view of this, we need to juxtapose the war against substandard goods or products by returning some back to the seaport.
President of the National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, spoke on trade facilitation in the country, the role of stakeholders. Participants used the platform to seek clarifications on major issues affecting their operations in the industry.
There is nothing else for us than to ensure that we comply to standards. The effect of our non-compliance, or when we are not doing what we're supposed to do, complying to standards, a journey that will have taken us 40 days, each and every one of us now. And some of us, like Dr. Farito said, he's taking us to do what? We are now spending 40 years to get there.
The theme of the sensitization was Standards Save Life.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
Our country right now is threatened by substandard goods, resulting into industries not surviving in this country. We cannot continue to have individuals physically destroying our economy. That's economic sabotage, and we are not going to tolerate that.
Join us on Standard on You, your guide to product quality and safety.
You're watching Standard and You, your guide to product quality and safety. As the world grapples with the drop in wheat supply following the Russia-Ukraine war, the Standards Organization of Nigeria has urged flour millers to maintain standard in the production of flour. He gave this advice when he met with members of Flour Mills Association in Lagos. The report.
Available statistics put the wheat supply from Ukraine and Russia to the global market at 30%. This figure dropped in the last few weeks following the war between the two countries, a development that has forced nations of the world, including Nigeria, to increase local production in their countries. This meeting between flour millers in the country and the Standards Organization of Nigeria was to remind producers of flour to ensure standardization. As active members of the National Fortification Alliance, the DG wants members to ensure improved nutrition and food safety and availability in the country.
We may not necessarily have enough to cover every of our need for now, but the ultimate plan is eventually to do the same thing we do with rice, where the local industry will encourage local farmers to produce the wheat. That way we don't have issues, whether there is issue in a crisis somewhere else in the world. The staple food in the country is all based in either wheat flour, and other grains, and all these are going to be affected by this crisis. So it's important we have a good grip of it early. That way we can cut down the prices that are already going up. Because eventually, if it is not tackled, we'll have issues where local individuals in the country will not afford the staple food we have.
He urged members to take advantage of the available Nigerian industrial standards for flour products and Nigerian Code of Practice for fortificants.
Obviously, when there is shortage, there is a tendency and opportunity for people to use substandard items to cover. It's possible people will use different grains in the name of calling them wheat. So it's our responsibility as regulators and enforcers to make sure that we keep an eye open. When we see something like that, we definitely are going to address it. And it's always good too for the public to watch out for such items. But there's definitely a crisis ahead in the country. And if it is not tackled early enough, we're going to have a big food crisis in a couple of months because the supplies that are there have been exhausted.
However, the DG frowned at the attendance of members of the meeting and called for regular dialogue between the association and SON.
One thing that came out clearly today is that we have a new DG that wants to take the SON to another level in terms of professionalism, in terms of helping industries, under its care, to greater heights. And definitely, we are very much interested, and we are delighted, and we have assured him that definitely we are going to partner with him and work with him through and through. We have agreed to hold another meeting after today's event, and there it's going to be even much more powerful in the sense that a lot more members from our industry will be coming to partner with SON.
In another development, the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria also met with members of the West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacists, where he spoke on the need for standardization as a tool for economic growth. The college is a specialized agency of the West African Health Organization responsible for postgraduate training of pharmacists across West Africa. This meeting is ahead of the forthcoming scientific conference by the college scheduled to hold in May 2022 to be hosted in Nigeria. The theme of the conference is Medicine Scarcity for the West African Region, Matters Arising. It was informed by the need for the region to be self-sufficient in medicine owing to the gaps experienced during the COVID when China and India had to stop export and the nation had a problem in its supply chain.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
I'm here, I want to work. I want to protect our industry. I want to make sure people are employed. I want to make sure bandits don't have people taking over our country because the people don't have jobs. I want to make sure our schools are working because the government is collecting taxes and paying for schools and building roads and building railways. This is what I'm here for.
Join us on Standard on You, your guide to product quality and safety.
In case you've just joined us, the program you're watching is Standard on You, your guide to product quality and safety. Did you know that a new National Committee of the International Electrotechnical Commission has been inaugurated? The International Electrotechnical Commission is a body charged with the responsibility of developing standards for all electrical and electronic products. Every nation of the world is expected to have its own national committee who represents its country, reintegrates into the economy, develop standards in a way that suits the country.
Have mapped out strategies that this committee will succeed by, first of all, we are collaborating with the Chinese National Committee, to bring us to speed with the activities of other national committees. The Chinese National Committee has gone very far. They have gone to the level of, even having the university for their young professionals. So we are tending towards that, and we'll get there. Again, the executive will meet shortly and then to develop a plan, for immediate plan to work, and then that we are going to implement the Nigerian National Standardization Strategy, NNSS, so that for this year, for next year, we will know how to measure our successes and our achievement.
The committee was first inaugurated 15 years ago, but was ineffective. Hence the need for the newly elected executives, who officials of the SON believe have the capacity to pursue the objectives of the committee in the interest of Nigeria.
The people that are on board now are well-known people. Some of them are also members of the previous national committee. And we know the antecedents. There are people that have been very active in the previous committee. So we decided also to bring them on board again, since we know they will deliver. And that's what we have done today.
Members expressed optimism that they will ensure that Nigeria no longer remain a dumping ground for substandard electrical products.
The new set of committee have this kind of passion for it. And those are the people that have been working in the industry. A lot of them are members of Nigeria Society of Engineers. We are going to set a standard, and those standards have to be met before it can come into Nigeria.
The programs will be set out to ensure that youth have the commitment and the interest. For us to be part of standard development, must have interest, and that is going to be our driving force.
Mattress is one of the must-have properties in the house, considering that an average person sleeps for 8 hours in a day. That's basically 1/3 of your lifetime. A welcoming mattress is usually the driver of a good sleep. as it is intended to provide comfort to the sleeper. My name is Halimot Osifo, and guess what? I'll be sharing 5 standard tips on mattress. But wait, what do you do when you're dissatisfied with the product? Do you keep it to yourself or tell others about it? Do you keep buying or stop patronizing? Do you express happiness or disappointment? Consumer satisfaction is the fulfillment consumers derive from a product. In other words, it's how happy consumers are with the purchase, and this is based on whether their need is met effortlessly in a convenient way that makes them loyal to the product. It's true that businesses need money to survive. To make profit, businesses need customers. Ideally, when these customers are happy, they tell their friends about the products and keep coming back. Only businesses with focus on consumer satisfaction will thrive. So you see, consumer satisfaction is key to the survival of a business. If you want to succeed in your business, you must make consumer satisfaction a priority by complying with the available product standards, which guarantee product quality and safety. Standards Organization of Nigeria recognizes that the consumer is king, hence its mission to promote consumer confidence and global competitiveness of Nigerian products through standardization and quality assurance. We will not only protect Nigerians from fake and substandard products, but also help consumers get value for their money. Now to 5 standard tips on mattress. Buy brand new mattress certified by Standards Organization of Nigeria with labeling information on durability, density, size, weight, and type. Ensure your weight is suitable with the mattress and give it proper support for a good sleep. Firm mattresses are recommended for stomach and some back sleepers, while soft mattresses are recommended for side sleepers. You can rotate or flip your mattresses to reduce excessive wear resulting from sleeping in the same place and position consistently. Always keep your mattress dry and change it when it is worn out to avoid body pains or discomfort while sleeping. There you have it, 5 standard tips on mattress. And that concludes this week's episode of your favorite public sensitization program, Standard and You. 0705972445 is the number to send in your messages to with your full name and location. Remember, you can watch the program online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, hit the subscribe button, it's free. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.